Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another vlog. I'm actually starting this Sunday. I'm exhausted. Didn't sleep very well last night. My dad called me a few times and then we had a hailstorm, like golf ball size hail. It sounded like the house was coming down. And then this morning, two of my nephews with their families came over to see my dad because then they're going to my niece's to celebrate Father's Day. I was going to host it, but I just couldn't. So my niece was having everybody over today since nobody could come last weekend. Anyway, and so it's just wore me out. I'm just tired. But my dad wanted to move from his bed to the living room, so I transferred him, which is a lot, but I did it. So yeah, I'm just tired. But I wanted to start the vlog because I had some Etsy orders come in, so I like to show those to you guys when I can. So let's go pull and see what sold on Etsy overnight. So the first two orders, someone ordered one of the Made in the 80s magnets. These are flat magnets. They are vinyl, so they can get wet and they're heat resistant. And then someone else ordered two of the Louisiana. I like to say Louisiana. Or do you say Louisiana? Louisiana. That's how they say it in that Zatarans commercial. Louisiana. Anyway, someone ordered two of the Louisiana magnets. Next order, they ordered one of the 5-inch cat mom magnets. So I market these as being a car magnet. And then they also ordered one of the Please Just Leave Me Alone stickers. So I had another order that's very large. I'm going to package it in this bubble mailer, which is too big, but I can fold it over. This was a promo once. Sticker Mule had these bubble mailers and you could get a great deal. I'm like, oh great, I'll get those. I didn't look at the size. A little big for a sticker shop, but I can fold it over. So this is from Debbie in Virginia. So thank you, Debbie, for your order. She's getting one of the carrot cake magnets, one of the cruise ship magnets, a Louisiana magnet. How funny. One, I just sold two and now I've sold another. She is getting, let's see here, 3 of the large eye break for thrift stores car magnets, the 5-inch being this way. She got 3 of those. She got the last 2 of these peace sign magnets. She got, let's see here, a Michigan magnet, a Virginia magnet, and then 3 of the eye break for antique stores magnet. So thank you so much for your order, and you will be getting a lot of freebies with this one as well. And another order just came in, this time for one of the pickleball stickers. I have 2 designs. This one's definitely been the most popular. Well, it is 4:30. I just had a little bit of dinner. Leftover Longhorn Steakhouse. That's my go-to. And I still have enough food for tomorrow. My dad, after my family left, he wanted to come out here. So I was able to transfer him to the wheelchair and get him out here. I've learned how to transfer better. I'm getting better every time I do it. So that was good because I just hate to see him laying in bed all the time. He got out here and he was out here for maybe like an hour and a half or so. I actually was able to clean him up a little, like get him a new shirt, and you know, it was a little easier to do it out here. And then he was uncomfortable and wanted to go back to bed, so did that. I actually was able to go in my office and work on my book. I'm trying to get it done. I'm on the last chapter now of the edits and got some of that done. Although he would periodically, he'll call out for me, and so I'll go in and then he's not sure what he wanted, or he's just confused, and he asks when he's going to be able to walk again, when he's going to get over this, and like, I think this is how it's going to be now, and he'll just keep asking that. And the dogs are just, their routine is not normal. They're used to him sitting out here all day long, and they sit on his lap and
That was their thing. And he's not doing that. He's in his room, obviously. They go in there, but then they leave, and then they're not sure. They were so happy when he was out here for a while, but then he went back, so then they're mad. I'm like, I just want to sit down. I just want to sit down. So now I am finally sitting down. So, but yeah, I was able to get some work done on the book, thank God. I'm like, I started to panic because I thought, crap, I've got to do my 2 book updates. I'll need to get the 2024 Beginner's Guide to eBay and the 2024 Beginner's Guide to Amazon KDP books. I will start working on those. Actually, I could honestly start working on some things now because some of the updates have already come in. I like to get those up by October. And then I'm probably just going to do 1 reseller planner this year, because the problem with the planners, and for those of you who've bought the planners like the eBay planner or the Poshmark planner, the problem is those planners are what Amazon calls low and no content, meaning they're more blank space than words, right? Because they're planners, you write in them. Because they're no and low content, they're under a different bot system and a different system for what you can have. And the trademark bot gets triggered when you're trying to put a low content book with a brand name, because a lot of people try to make Disney books. So if you try to, like, I tried to do an Etsy planner and it kicked it back. I tried to do what was the other one? Oh, an Amazon KDP. It kicked it back. It said I couldn't use it because it's a low content. So this year, rather than doing all these different planners, I'm just going to do 1 reseller planner and call it a day. So I will need to be doing 3 books to hopefully get them. I mean, they honestly could go up by November. They don't have to go up by October. That's always kind of my thing, but they could do November. It's fine. Anyway, but I need to finish this book. There's other books I want to do, but oh my gosh, I'm struggling just to keep my little Etsy shop, manage that and edit the book I already have. So I'm just, hopefully tomorrow an aide comes. He needs a sponge bath. But yeah, now I'm relaxing, and we'll see how long I can relax before I am called again. I feel so bad for him. He's confused. And then he gets, like, as the evening goes on, his speech starts slurring, and he'll just be kind of like, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what he's saying. He was talking something about a brick and a rock, and then going down to the basement. I'm like, okay. But then other times he's completely lucid and he's talking fine. It's just the dementia, which is what the hospice is. Why he's on hospice is the dementia. You would think it would be inability to walk and pain. No, it's dementia. Make that make sense. I mean, shouldn't it all be? Shouldn't everything be covered and get help? So anyway, but I'm here with Charlie. Teddy's in with my dad, so that's good. Teddy, this is terrible, but I have this, where is it? It's this condensed air thing for dogs. It's just condensed the air. Makes a loud noise. Teddy is terrified of it. To the point where you do it once and then you just show him the bottle and he knows. To get him to go in and just be with my dad, I will sometimes pull this out. And then he'll run in there and sit with my dad, which I feel bad about, but otherwise they're out here with me and he's in there alone. So at least until, he falls asleep tonight. And yeah, Charlie doesn't really like this either, but man, Teddy's like terrified. Teddy will even know if it's in the basket I have here on the couch, and he'll be like, I'm not going over there. Poor thing is such a chicken. He's a little chicken, but he is in there now, and they are snuggled up, so that makes me feel better. Look at my candle over there in the corner. Ambiance.
It is 9:50. I've finished giving my dad all his medicines for the night. I just spaced them out. Like, he's still on an antibiotic, so I'll give him that. And then like an hour later, he takes some nighttime, like for sundowning. And then another hour after that, I'll give him the Tylenol PM. So he is all medicated and hope he can fall asleep. He's kind of, I walk in there and he'll just be like staring into space and he doesn't even see me. But the dogs are with him and I'm hoping that they'll stay with him all night. That would be good for him if they're with him more. But I had 2 more Etsy orders come in. Someone ordered 5 of the sloth and donut stickers. It's funny, I've had these almost since I first opened my store, and it's only in the past couple days that they've started to sell. But that's what happens with multi-quantity listings on a site like Etsy. You get one sale and then Etsy will start organically pushing that listing because they're like, oh, somebody ordered it. Maybe somebody else will want to order it. And they start pushing it, and then you'll kind of get more orders. So get this one ready. A huge order from Lisa in Moline, Illinois. And Lisa, if you're watching, used to go to Moline, Illinois. We would drive down to the Quad Cities to go shopping, and the Davenport Mall and the Moline Mall. The Moline Mall, now this, I'm talking like 20 years ago at this point, 15 maybe. Anyway, the Moline Mall had really good stores, but the mall itself was really old and yucky. I wonder if they've remodeled it or if it's like most malls and is dead. But I used to like to go over there. They had a very nice body shop and a lot of good stores, but the mall itself was like strange and old, but good stores. Anyway, Lisa ordered a ton of magnets. So let me go through all of them here. And first we have one of the guinea pig magnets, and this I call the tricolor because there's 3 different colors. I have one that's only 2 different colors of the fur. And let's see here, one of the jack-o'-lantern magnets. These are all magnets. This kind of jack-o'-lantern witch, candy canes, and Santa. This just, to me, reminds me of those ice cream slices. I don't know if you guys ever had those, but they were very, very in back in the 70s and 80s, the ice cream slices, and that just looks like the ice cream slice Santa. The Christmas gingerbread house, the jack-o'-lantern with candy, one of the black cats and jack-o'-lanterns, and one of the red shiny bright. See, I could have a store with just Halloween and Christmas products. I do need to narrow my focus, and that definitely could be a way to go with the stickers and the magnets. But anyway, this plaid deer, this red and green Christmas tree. This also just has such a retro look. It's 80s look to me for some reason. I don't know why. Reminds me of my own childhood. Oh my gosh, the gate crashed and I think a dog's coming. We have the candy corn. Who's there? Is that Charlie? The Cupid baby doll. This is a butterfly gingerbread cookie. One of the squirrels. And one of the sloth and donut magnets. So thank you so much, Lisa. And now I have to go and find what dog just crashed through the gate and is probably peeing in my room.
Well, hello. It is the next day. It's Monday. It's actually 5:20 in the afternoon or early evening. And I'm just now picking up the camera. Been having a good day, actually. I've been very productive with writing, editing, laundry, cleaning, taking care of my dad. Aide came today and, because they didn't send anybody Friday, there was a miscommunication. So she came and she did a shower, but that was like after he was like, I can't, it's too much, the shower. So I have to just use sponge baths, and that's okay. But she got him all cleaned up, fresh clothes. Of course, he's already spilled something on his shirt. But then they're going to send an aide tomorrow. And yeah, tomorrow and Wednesday. And then Friday. Yeah. And then the nurse will come back on Thursday. The nurse came today too. So we had a pretty good day. He asked to come out to the living room, so I transferred him. Bed, wheelchair to the couch. He cannot support his weight. He cannot stand anymore. So it is like a transfer situation, but I'm learning and I'm getting better every time we do it. And he was actually out here when the egg came, so he probably would have stayed out here longer, but then the shower just like wiped him out. So anyway, he is resting, and the nurse suggested making, and one of you guys said this too, about making a shake with the Boost. So just using ice cream and Boost and mixing that up. And I did that, and he really liked that. So I'm gonna start doing that, get him more calories, because really Boost and ice cream right now is all he wants. And that's okay, you know, it's okay. But yeah, I did that with the Boost, so he liked that. And that's kind of all that's been going on. What you got there, Teddy? Oh, is that an Easter toy? So I am tired now, but it was a good night. Everyone slept, and yeah, there just hasn't been anything to update. So I did have an Etsy order come in, so I'll show you that, but yeah, otherwise, what is going on here? What is going on here? Oh, what have I done to my hair? If I didn't get so hot, I'd just get a wig, but I am always hot. A wig would drive me insane. If I didn't care how I looked, I'd just shave it off again. But even that's a stretch for me. I mean, I love how it feels not having any hair. But then I look in the mirror, I'm like, ooh, I don't like how it looks. Oh, one thing, when the nurse was here, I asked her how much notice would I have to give them if I needed respite because I got sick. This has always been my fear. Like, I get sick, I get injured, I can't take care of him, and you get 5 days of respite a month, that they'll cover, or they would take him to a facility and care for him there. And I just wanted to know what's the time frame. And she said it's usually a day, but like if you get early in the morning, hopefully you can get it by the end of the day, but it's usually a day to facilitate. And I was like, okay, I just, want to be prepared. I said my great niece was over here yesterday, and then today she's sick. And it just made me think and she's like, oh, but good thing you have a much stronger immune system than her. And I was like, actually I don't. And I explained the neutropenia thing. I always call it cyclic neutropenia, and I've been saying it wrong. I think it's cyclic neutropenia. Anyway, she was like, oh my God. She's like, I should be wearing a mask when I'm here, and everybody coming here should be wearing a mask. I'm like, oh, I just don't think about it because I'm so used to when I'm out and about in the world, just staying away from people. For one, I just like to stay away from people anyway, but also I just train myself not to get too close to people because I can get sick. But I let my guard down when it's people I know, or it's people in my house, or people I know. So when people are over here, I just don't think about it. Obviously during the pandemic, everybody was on guard, but now that that's over, I just don't think about it. But she said she's gonna put in thing to everybody mask when they come in here to make sure I don't get sick. I was like, these people must think I'm an idiot. Like, I'm tired and my brain is fried. And when she did this look on her face when I told her what I have, and I'm just like, yeah, it's this weird genetic thing, And she's like, oh my God. Because I said, yeah, I have no immune system. And I explained the 21-day thing, and this look of horror on her face. She's like, I'm around sick people all day, and I'm coming in here, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. All right. I could just mask just as easily. Anyway, so I just thought I feel stupid because once again, I'm tired and I'm not thinking straight. But anyway, it's cyclic neutropenia, not cyclic. It's embarrassing.
So my dad asked to go back out into the living room, so I transferred him out there, and I am now going to make what I have dubbed bacon chips. So what I do is I I cut the bacon into 4 sections, so they're smaller pieces. I drape the pieces over there, and then it cooks up, all the fat gets out, and they're like little chips. But I thought, you know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try to coat them in some brown sugar, so that like a brown sugar bacon. That's what it would be if you put the bacon in the brown sugar. It's brown sugar bacon. That's what I'm going to try. See if it'll sweeten it up a bit. And of course, when we get the food out, we then have a helper Hi, Teddy. Do you want to help me bake bacon? Bake bacon? What kind of bacon do you want? Do you want brown sugar bacon or regular bacon? Do you like bacon? Do you like food? Do you like to eat? How come you won't tilt your head? It's so cute when you tilt your head and you're just like, not gonna do it. I'm not performing on camera. Teddy, hey, are you so tired? I'm so tired, but yet there might be food. So I have the bacon cut into the 4 sections, and now I have this idea to just like shake and bake it, basically. Shake and bake the bacon in the brown sugar, coat it a little, and then put it on the tray. So here's the tray. I just put them over 1 rung, except for these, they were a little longer, the end pieces, so I draped them over 2. But I'm gonna do 400 degrees for 20 minutes and then check on them. Hi to the camera.
Hi.
Everybody who watches the videos say they're thinking about you.
The what?
The people who watch the videos say they're thinking about you
Oh, yeah.
and hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel right now?
14.
14, well that's good. You're doing it pretty well today. This is the 2nd time you've been out in the living room. And I'm doing a pretty good job transferring you, aren't I?
You are, too.
Yeah, I'm trying. We're figuring it out. There's Charlie. So here's what it looks like after 20 minutes. I'm gonna give it like 5 more minutes, crisp it up some more. Although that side is starting to burn a little bit. I like it crispy. What do you think, Teddy? It's like, I just like it anytime, Mom. Any kind. All right, so that was about 25 minutes. I'm just gonna let them hang out here, firm up. Thank God for the foil underneath because you can see the mess it made. So, yeah. Teddy says, they look really good, Mom, but I should probably taste one. I don't think you want to have bacon, Teddy. That's awfully greasy for Teddy. Oh, that makes me sad, Mom. I want bacon. I want the bacon, Mom. I'm going to look sad until you give me some bacon. Charlie, that's Papa's bacon. Papa's going to have some bacon. You can't have it. No. Is it hot, Dad? Still pretty hot. Probably not as crispy as it could be, but it's a very difficult thing because you leave it in just a second too long and it burns. Is it good? That's the first food you've eaten in weeks.
Oh, come on.
Yes, food you actually chew. You've eaten ice cream and Boost. That's the first meat you've had in a long time. Papa didn't like the bacon. He just does not like the taste of hardly anything but chocolate drinks and ice cream. So I guess I'll eat the bacon. Anyway, I had 3 really nice Etsy orders come in, and I'm pretty sure it's all from people who watch the videos. So thank you so much. The first one is from Nancy in Indiana, and these are all magnets. She got the candy corn, the video game controller, the strawberry, the candy canes, and the cute little Halloween Cupid. Next order is from Fern in Tennessee, and this is another magnet order. They got the Texas magnet, the I like pickleball and maybe 3 people magnet, and then the large cat mom magnet. I need to order some more of these envelopes. I have 2 sizes of envelopes. You can see here, most of them go in this size, whatever that size is. I can't remember at the top of my head, but I do have these larger ones for the car magnets and sticker sheets as well. So I need to get some more of those. I also use these CeeLo bags to protect the items. When I first started, I was gonna put every single sticker and magnet in its own little plastic. But then I'm like, that's wasteful and just, yeah. So now what I do, like with this one, I'll turn the cat mom one over and I'll put the 2 smaller ones on the back. And that way they're all together, and then I'll put all of them in the envelope or in the CeeLo bag. And that way they're still protected, but I'm not wasting you know, not wasting bags and contributing to more pollution. I still want them protected from the paper envelope, but I try to use as few of these as possible. Now, when somebody orders a lot, I will divvy them up into maybe 2 or 3 of the bags, but I try to use as few as possible. And then the final order is from Diane in North Carolina, and she left me a really sweet note on Etsy. Thank you so much. And she also got all magnets. Everything tonight has been magnets. I've said before, I could see, if I continue with the Etsy shop, doing just magnets. It's a less competitive category than stickers, and it's a way to kind of set yourself apart. But I also love stickers, so it's kind of hard, you know. But Diane got one of the, what do I call this? The rainbow cat magnet. She also got one of the classic rainbows, the Halloween jack-o'-lantern. I call this the pink and teal carousel. I have another carousel as well. And then she got what I call the rainbow Ferris wheel, and because I have several Ferris wheel ones because I couldn't decide. And I call this the rainbow one because you can see on each of the cars, I don't know if it's focusing, these all have a little rainbow on them. So I call it the rainbow Ferris wheel. She also got one of the spooky Halloween haunted house against orange moon magnets. Etsy SEO, it's funny. And then she also got the candy corn magnet. So thank you to everyone who ordered. I really appreciate it.